Dear experts, good morning, good afternoon, or even good evening. I'm very glad to see you. Okay, today is the July 29th. We have today the third training day, and and today we will discuss the assessment again. Before our colleagues are joining, I would again ask you to follow that rules for our communication to ensure we communicate effectively. So, I mean, please mute your microphones if you don't really involve in our discussion. If you have any question, please write it into the chat. It will be great if we can see you. So if your internet connection is good, please turn on the video channel and please have your name accordingly to this naming convention. So again, today, tomorrow on Friday, we will not have an interpreter service. So that's why our main working language will be English. So again, I see several people are joining now. So that's why we will give them, okay, maybe 1 minute to join, and we will start our intensive work for today. I just saw a question in our chat concerning the today meeting, so I really I'm answering what's yes, we will have a meeting today, so we will really need maybe some more additional meeting minutes to let everyone join. Okay, dear experts, welcome to our session. So today we will host this session together with Anna, and today agenda will be even shorter than yesterday. I would remind everyone of upload your assessment to the Google Drive, which I provided to you. So please be sure what you got the link. If not, please ask me directly. But I assigned this access to the folders according to your applications. So I mean, if it was some changes in the application, so you extended the expert list or you added some students, please improve or extend your application sent to WorldSkills Russia, because we use only the information which was provided officially. So that's why please be sure what you did it. Today we have again the training session for expert, and the aim will be to train assessment, and we will use this second module assessment, which provides about close to 50 points. So that's why that is really the very heavy heavy part of our task. And as I saw, you shared with Anna many examples, many proposals for joint assessment, and we really thought how we could do it better, and we decided following. We would really let some of your participating expert, to do this assessment on yourself. So I mean, we discussed with Jacek from Poland and with Leon from Chinese Taipei for doing that. So that's why these two experts will lead the assessment. We all together can assist them. We can provide suggestions. We can really ask them to show that, or but I don't know, facade or maybe 3D view, do some section, etc. And the goal is what we will jointly come through additional assessment. We jointly can see how the process is going on, and if you have questions, please do not hesitate to come into our conversation. So I mean, as we don't have so many experts right now, I guess we are okay if you will unmute your microphone and you could step into our session. So, for example, if, the Jacek will be the first expert who will assess, and if you have question to what he's assessing, please do not hesitate to step in and ask a question. The more we will discuss jointly, the better we will really have, the better understanding we all will have, and really the better training we will get. And principles, as we have today, let's say officially for our students, it was self-training day. We could use either the initial task which we've done during the second module, or even improved task. So I mean, it's up to expert to select which project we will use, which students we will pick up. And I know what Anna provided to Jacek several opportunities, and as understood, Leon decided to choose one of his students to do through the joint assessment. So in that case, I would welcome Jacek to the floor and to take the lead in assessing some of the students. Jacek?
Okay, hello everybody. I've got a question to you because I realized that I don't have in mind all those rules, all those dimensions and so on. So please help me to decide whether the task is fulfilled, because I didn't prepare them. I didn't took part in all this discussion you, Alexei, you mentioned with Albert and Anna and so on. So just help me. I try to do my best. Okay.
Just a second. Anna is here, you see,
Yep.
and we discussed.
Hello.
She's ready to support you. So,
Sure.
That's why
Please help.
it's again. But by the way, dear expert, that is exactly like happened during our competition. So I mean, we do not all have these rules. We do not have the task in our head. So usually one expert leads really the assessment, working with the models, etc. Another one to take the test project in front of him or her and can really just really provide feedback what was asked, how many I don't know elements should be, etc. So it's really collaborative work. So that's why do not hesitate. It's a great example of let's say emulations of a real work of expert on the competition in a competition venue.
Okay, so do you all see my screen with BIM 360 catalog? Yes. Okay, so I was given 5 files. I believe that the second one was checked yesterday by Anna. And strangely enough, my Revit, for some reason, doesn't see your project. It says it's empty, so I cannot do it. Perhaps it will. No, it's empty. It says I don't know for which reason my account doesn't work with yours. Perhaps it's lacking some permissions. So I did download some of these files. So it's something. Oh, the window is on the other screen. So this is why. So I try to go to my desktop, and I just download it on desktop here. And so I downloaded those 3 files. I'm not sure which one do we prefer to analyze. Could be this one, SIRP, KKRMI, blah, blah. Or Jidong Wong, if I pronounce it correctly.
Jacek, you can choose any project
Okay,
you want,
so
because you lead right now.
the first one listed, it's by, if I pronounce it correctly, Jidong Wong, but sorry for my, so I will detach it from central, or yes, preserve work set, so we see the work set, whether I defined, because it's one of our tasks. It's, as I believe, it's this conversion. So the first thing I know, oh, I have 220 Revit, Jesus. Unfortunately, I cannot do this. Let me try the other one. Open, project. Okay, project 1, version 3. Also, I'll detach it. Preserve work sets.
You can try the third one. I checked it. It will be okay for your version.
Well, the second one, this project 1 version 3 by somebody, I don't know whose this file is, but anyway, looks like it loads. Yes, it did load it. So it's, I don't know the name of the author on the initials, but it's okay. So my mouse is somehow probably a problem with the Bluetooth mouse I have. Let me. just sorry, this is the technical problem that happens with Bluetooth devices. I'll try to add again my Bluetooth mouse to the system because I'm not gonna to work.
But at least at first look, it looks what it will be improved version, because it's really, if I really see from here, it has even marks, etc. So it looks to be improved version of a module 2.
I think so. I think we looked through this project yesterday. Maybe
This one? Okay, so I have some problems with the computer. It's just hang on these Bluetooth things. I'm just trying to use touchpad, but it's also hanging, so I'm sorry. Well, it started to cooperate with me. Let me see, I can do it.
Or you, if you, Jacek, you don't mind, I can do it first.
Okay, so perhaps Leon try to start the thing. I'm sorry, everybody, because
No
it's sometimes it's as usually happens in the worst moment that your computer hangs. But Leon, take part, and I try to do my stuff.
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
Sorry. I stop my sharing the screen. Leon, you are welcome to share your screen.
Okay. So can everybody see my screen right now? Okay. Let me see my students' projects. This is one of my students' projects. I downloaded from the transmitter and detach from the central. Detach and preserve worksets. Okay, open manage links. No. Okay. My students, they try to import the DW files into the Revit. So I'm trying right now. I'm trying to delete these layers. If other experts see I'm doing something wrong, please let me know. Okay. Okay. So right now I'm checking the first one. Project file is converted into a shared file and contain the worksets. Okay, in here, you go to collaborate, then worksets. Okay, in worksets, it just has workset 1. So in here, I think this one should not be yes, right? This should be no, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as well as the elements are not structured by worksets. So here is none, right? Yeah, because there is.
Leon, maybe you could also open this market scheme, what everybody knows, what you're assessing. It will be more visible.
Oh, you
Because
guys
right
didn't see the workset,
no,
the table?
no, we see right now only a Revit screen.
Oh, really? Let me see how.
It share a screen, not a program, because when you started to share, you choose and you should really choose, for example, to share a screen. In that case, you will see everything what you have on your screen.
Okay, let me try again.
Yeah, Yeah,
Can you
right now
see?
we see right now the Excel table, yes, and the Revit, yeah, it works.
Okay,
Thank you.
cool. And right now, I'm checking the elements. The second one, elements are structured by the workset. But in here, my students, they didn't, he didn't did the workset. So in here, he didn't get the point, right? So the third one, material are assigned to the object of doors used. So let me try to see. His door. So, sorry. Okay. And I am checking the material. So he has two materials on the door. This one, check. And so in here, I have questions about the material because my students they use the Revit in English version. I mean, they use English and Chinese version at the same time. Then some of his project has this kind of like is Chinese letters. So can he get this from the point? I mean,
So
the third one.
my suggestion is the following. So I mean, I cannot read the Chinese language, but
Yes.
if they assign the material, what I think they could get. So I mean, I could not check it, or Anna could not check. Maybe our Chinese participants can check it. So I mean, in the competition place, we will have the computers which will be really 100% according to our rules. But right now, it could happen, and we saw yesterday, I guess, when we assessed some Russian students. So I mean, if it's okay,
Okay.
you really just we should really train.
Okay, cool. So in this part, and also this door, it has material, 3 of them. So in here, material are assigned to door. Is yes. Then about the window, let me see the window. In here, the type. There is no material on it. But when I try to double click to this family, try to see on here. And here, material assigned by category. So in this part, I think he get the score. What do you think?
If I'm right, yesterday if it was not explicitly assigned, we signed as a no. Correct me, Anna?
Yes, it's right. Yesterday we put no in this case.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they shows in here by category, he didn't get the score, right?
So it was yesterday, for example, when the students did not explicitly assign the materials, we scored as no.
Okay.
Thank you.
So number 5, material are assigned to the layers of the wall type used. So here the wall type. In here, let me see, material. In here, the layers, it has materials on it, right? And let me check another's. In here, it also has the materials on it. Yep. But in here, I have a question about the total of the layer type, the total of wall types. How many wall types do they have? I mean, in this project, how many wall layers, wall types they should have? Anna or Alexi?
Yeah, just right now Anna is checking and will provide the answer to you.
Let
Yeah.
me check.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Thank you. Yeah. In this case, I am thinking if in further, maybe we can add some. I mean, like total. How much is the total types, or 1 point for something, 2 point for something, 3 point for something like this.
We should have at least 5 types. 5
5
materials.
types.
5 types.
Okay. So in this case, thank you, Anna. So in here, he has 3 different types. So in here, I think the wall types should have like 3 points, right?
Not in this way. 5 types for all projects, at least 5 types, not for one wall, not for one,
Okay.
for all models. So
Okay.
we can have one type, one material in one type, or 3 material in one type, but for all the projects we should have at least 5.
Okay. So let me see if there is another more types. There is one another. So so total is total points in here should be 5 points, right?
Right.
Okay. So in his case, I think he has only like 2 types of the walls. So in here, let me check again. So in here, sorry, Anna, you can speak.
I think that we have another types in interior walls. They should have material, and in our project totally now we can see 5 materials.
Where you can you speak again?
If I correctly understood, Anna, she also mentioned about internal walls, which we should also count. Correctly, Anna?
Yes, correctly.
So where can I check the total numbers over here?
Anna, did you yesterday check on the floor plan?
Yes,
This type of walls.
on the floor plan.
Yeah, Leon, can you really check to really the floor plans and yeah.
Floor plan? But let me see. In here, we are checking the wall types, right? And Anna is saying about this, right? No?
We are talking
You are
about
talking about the floor types, right? Checking from here.
not about floor types, but about walls which are not exterior walls, not outer walls, but which we have between rooms inside the house.
I don't really understand what do you mean, sorry.
Leon, I think that you should go to the first floor plan, for instance, find an internal wall. You see somewhere it's close to the staircase, whatever. You have some walls here.
Oh, you mean this one? Oh,
This is a
okay.
partition wall, probably, but also should have assigned materials, as I understand. So check the edit type of this basic wall.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter how many layers they have. The only thing we have to check is the material on it, right? Also here. Here. So it has the materials on it. And what else? One and two and three. So for my understanding, in here, the student has 3 points of this part. He got 3 points, right? Okay.
Okay, but you also can check the wall which is on the grid inside the house.
Which one, please?
And you are muted.
The wall, load bearing wall, which is situated on a grid, on axis.
Which one?
Leon, I guess it's not only internal wall you should count, but also external wall, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about internal wall.
Yeah,
The
external walls, there is only
thick internal wall, the thickest one.
you mean which one?
I think the internal wall separation between the house with the another house, the center one. Yes, that one. I
This
think.
one?
This one.
Okay. Yeah, it has material on it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what else I am missing? Anna?
But as for me, different colors of the walls is different materials. So I think
Oh,
that
okay.
here we have more than five types of material.
Okay. So do you mean in here we should add the score of 5?
I think that it's fully correct. It's 5
All
here.
correct?
Oh yes.
Okay.
We can put yes here and the maximum mark.
Yes.
Yes.
But did you just say in here we have total in 5 materials?
No, I said that at least 5.
At least 5?
More than 5 materials. So as it's written in our test project, we should have more than 5. And now
Okay.
in this case, we see more than 5. So 4 different colors and the inner walls.
Okay. Okay. So let's move on. In structural floor. So in here, I use the section.
Ой, как нехорошо.
Is that?
No, thank you. It's
Okay. Material are assigned to the structural floor types used. In here, the students, they only use the one floors. Let me see. In here, floors. Yeah, it has materials. And in here, yes. And this one. Actually, this one should be roof, but the student did it wrong. It used the floor. So in here, so in this situation, should this roof count in the point if he did it in right way? I mean, if the roof has the material on it, should it count it on the point? For my point, it's not. So in here, the structure type of material using in here should get only 1, right? Because in here, the students for in here and here is the same one. right? Okay.
Okay. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So in here about the roof material, the students he didn't use any roof on here. It's not roof. So in here, he should get none.
Okay.
And material are assigned on object. Let me see the stairs. Stair. Isolate. Sorry. Edit type. Now in here, I didn't see the material, and also let me try it in here.
Sorry, I have question regarding the material assigned to the stair. Basically, there are no default parameter that indicate the type of material of the stair. So
Yes.
should the student customize a new parameter so that they can assign it, or just rename it as maybe some precast stair, or just cast in situ stair? So how do you think regarding this issue? Because there are no default parameter assigned to indicate the material used in the stair. So maybe
Yes.
others expert could helping me in this issue.
For my thinking, I will give him the point of this option. How about you, Anna? Yeah, because when I try to check his material on the edit type, I didn't see that there is a option of here, but in this way, I see there is a material on it. So I think in here, his material is already assigned.
I think that the material is assigned, but I don't know now exactly how it was done.
Okay, so you in your point, you think the student should get point hit from here? Yes or no?
I think yes.
Okay. Okay, let's move on. And in here, I have to see the post and the rating types. So So in here is similar situation as we told. So the student in here, he shouldn't get the points from here, right? If he just assigned by category.
Student should assign here material.
Yeah.
So
So in this situation, he didn't get the point in here, right?
Yes, this is what Anna says, Leon.
Okay.
Just by category means he or she didn't do anything about this material assignment.
Okay. So let's assume another situation, because my student, he didn't do the rating on his stairs. So I'm thinking if he did a rail on here and with the material, so should he get the points in here? Because in here he didn't use the material, but in here he used the material. Should he get the points from here? It's like a half and half, right?
But Leon, does the students did railing? So I mean, also on the stairs, because we right now saw the material on the stairs itself, not on railing.
Yeah. That's why I'm talking. I mean, I'm saying if the students the situation is student, he did the rating in here and also in here, only did in here but not in here. So should he get the points in here?
But I mean, so far we saw what students did as stairs, assignment materials not for railing on the stairs. So I mean, it should be really different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I get it. So in here is no. Okay, let's move on. Is the low bearing part of outer walls is model separately. Is no, right?
Well,
Okay.
partially it was in these walls you touched at the down of the floor view. Yes,
Yeah, you mean this one, right?
Here, yeah, it looked to me that not particular. Yes, this wall was probably.
Yeah, this one.
This one was a different thing from the exterior decorative wall, but the other way, I mean, in the upper part of the floor view, you really have a compound wall with the load-bearing part as part of the whole wall. So it's, again, partly okay, partly not. So in total, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like.
Okay.
Do you agree, guys? Looks like we should punish them if it's the scoring rules are walls, which means all walls. As Alexei all the time says, okay, so we should really punish our students and take a good, work towards the word skill, so they're aware of these catchers.
And you see, Jacek, to me, it's always pain when I should punish students.
Well, yes, it's not a comfortable thing to, especially when they think they did what they're supposed to do because it's a building, it has walls, and so on.
Yeah, so for my thinking, because in this part we have the score in measurement, the score is in measurement, so it's a yes or no question. So if someone he did part of it, so he shouldn't get the score. It's my point. What about you guys?
For example, we should, if we set up rules yesterday, we should follow for all students with similar procedure. So in that case, I refers to Anna, what's really the restriction, what, let's say, the assessment method, okay, assessment, the criteria was used yesterday. What do you think?
Yesterday, if not all elements was done correctly, we put no. We checked all elements. But in this case, if we can see only one incorrect wall, we can think yes or no. But correct wall is another situation. We have only one correct.
Anna, we should follow the rules. If we decided yesterday to assign if what every wall should be, in that case, we should really follow the assumption.
Yesterday we checked all the walls and also another elements. If we can't find something to put no.
Okay, so Leon, in that case, no.
Okay.
But okay, you see, expert, that is exactly what we discuss. Okay, when I shows to you on the Saturday training, what expert really should decide, and after it really fix that understanding, common understanding, and assess all the students with the same approach. So I mean, no preferences. If we decided what every wall should be according to our requirements, yeah, that is rule. If only one is not out of requirements, we should marks as no.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. Forget finish with his own color. So good. It's a good example of here. And I'm checking. In his case, he used the color in the wrong way. Why? Because in realistic, there's no color. So I think in this one, he shouldn't get the score from here. What do you think, Anna?
I think that we should have colors in different types of view, in realistic and another. And here, I think no colors.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. All walls are classified according to the building force. Here, level 3. Here, level 2. Here, level 1. Level 3. Level 1. Level 2. 3. 2. 1. Okay. So in this part, you get the score. And here, isolated layers protect the routing bare parts from all the sides. In here, he is trying to do this. Here, same, but here he has something wrong here. So in this situation, I believe here is not, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So 18 forward covers and structural forwards, loading locating part of structural forward use model separate from forward. Get him the point? And roof, there is no roof. And door, outer doors has reveals. In my case, they didn't do it. So reveal, no. Door size has the gray parameter value different from the standard number. Door. Okay, let me check the door. So in here, we should have type in here should type like this, right? So in this part, no. Windows family category. Isolated. In his situations, he has all different family. So in here, I believe is not, right?
Why
And
not?
second,
Why not? It's a
I
window
not agree.
category. I think it's okay. Even with
That's
these
okay.
balcony doors, we should check only the categories of first floor.
first floor.
As a category, it's Windows. All the time you've got the Windows category just next to edit type. So it's perfectly to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it
mean
says Windows.
here?
Yeah, it's everything is a type, a category as a Windows. So it's perfect. Should be yes to
Okay.
as a I don't know, Anna,
Mm-hmm.
Alexei, what do you think?
That's okay. It's correctly.
Yeah, it's correct. So
Oh,
yes,
really?
for
Okay.
the trick was with the
So,
balcony door, it should be category. Yesterday, somebody put it not to the categories as a window, but probably as a door. But today we see the balcony
mhm.
door. It's one instance of the family, but still it's a window type. So it's a category, proper category for this. It was the
Okay.
requirement. So it's perfect. Yes, for
Okay. So in here, we should put yes. So second floor is same. Let me see. Second floor. Yeah. Okay. So in here, 25 Windows configuration of all Windows numbers of casements correspond to the task. I think is yes. And Windows have no reveals. And 27, along the pyramid of the building above the window are cast in place reinforcing belt. Reinforcing belt. No. And also it has no detail door opening. Let me see. Yeah, there's no detail. So it's not. And here, this one, I'm not pretty sure this. Let me see my students. There's no bins. And also in here, there is also no bins. But I'm not sure what kind of a situation here should be correct. Because I try to see the drawing. Where is the bins? Someone know about this? Anna?
I can show my desktop and show it in my drawing.
Okay.
Okay. This one, can you see it?
Yeah.
It's about this.
Okay. Okay. Now I get it. Thank you. Okay. You mean here and here, right? Cool. So in here there is no. Okay, cameras. No. And topography, terrain. And we see, no, there is no terrain. And furniture. In here, my question is, should just all students has to have all the same furniture as we show it here? Yeah, for example, the sofa here is different, but he has everything on his floor plan. So should he get the score? My point is he will get it. What about you guys? Here and here. And also the television is different.
I think, Leon,
Yes.
that the yesterday tasks was something about a 200 millimeter allowable difference between the furniture and all this stuff that they were supposed to borrow from the sample RAC sample file. And there
Yes.
was something that measured this performance, assuming that this time we are not bound by this demand of 200 at maximum 200 millimeters of difference. So for instance, if the TV said your student put is more by 200 millimeters different from what it's on the original, for today's task, it's not, as Alexei yesterday said, we are not checking the yesterday's things today. So if it's the type of the furniture, I would believe it's okay, but let's listen to Alexei and Anna what they say.
It's again, so you see, my question was it really from the improved version or original task? So I don't know exactly right now. For example, Jacek, where you open you see the drawings and it looks, okay, model, sorry, it was really today task because it was even the room marks on the models.
Yes.
Here, I guess it was yesterday task. Leon knows better which one he shows to us.
So in my case, I will just get him no. What do you think, Anna?
I think that it's no, because all furniture was given in a folder with families, and the sofa was there, and competitor should use the correct type, the correct family.
Okay, thank you.
By the way, what do we do if one segment is perfectly fit with furniture and the other 2 or 3 segments lack some furniture? So it's no in that case, and I understand. Or, you know, because my student put everything to one segment and he made a group, and the group was created earlier than the furniture, so he lacks some furniture in the second, third, and fourth segment, but the first one it fit perfectly. So what's your opinion on how should we score in such a case, because it may be the case of other students' works? Yes. Do we
Okay,
check?
my personal opinion, okay, first of all, your students are smart, very smart, and that's why you should use it. So in practical, so that's a good. But if they didn't manage to do it, for my opinion, it should be no.
No.
Anna, what
Because,
do you
yeah,
think?
I think no.
No. Okay, so we check that all segments have all the furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I did it.
Okay.
Okay. So, and here I see, here should deck of E, right? Designed on the first floor. And also the second floor. Second floor. Yes, the layers. Let me delete it. And second floor. Yeah, in this case, it's best, it's wrong. And toilet is different. So he shouldn't get the score from here. Right? Okay. So stairs are modeled. The beginning and end correspond to the level. So its number should be 21 and correspond to the 4. Correspond. So it's yes, right? And also configuration of stair numbers of position and trace correspond to task. Yes. So the rating is different because in here the rating should look like here. Yeah. So it's wrong. So here, no. But in here, I'm not sure if I understand here. Penalty is mean in total we have to have four steps, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we lack of one, it got a penalty of 0.5.
Totally, we should have 4. And if you have only one, so now you
Okay.
can, if in this case, if we have only one correct type, you can put here number of it, and then about points, we'll check it ourselves.
Okay. Okay. So in here, let me check the rooms. Rooms are created. So this level 1, check everything. Here, there is no room. And level 2, there is also no rooms. So in here, I should say there's no one. So, and also I have a question about here. How many is the total rooms in this project? Anna? You muted? Your voice is muted.
Totally, we should have 11.
11?
11.
Okay.
Per segment or? Because
Per section.
for a section, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So in here, room number, no. Room name correspond, no. Horseshoes. In here, I think my student here and here, but it's not correct. The issue has the rating in here, but he didn't do it. But I think he still can get the points in here, right? What do you think, you guys? Cautious?
Agree with you. I think that it's no, because the configuration of the port is different.
Okay, thank you. So, balcony is model on second floor. Here. So it should be yes. And rating here. This one. Let me see. Here. Yeah, it's the same one. So in here you should get this. So perimeter walkway? No. No, there's no walkway. Underground floor? Unfortunately, no, it's empty. So, no. Underground floor? No. So level 1 outer wall partitions and stairs are modeled. Rooms, windows, and floors are according to the task. Because in level 1, my student didn't do the rooms, so I think in here he shouldn't get this score. And let me count the number of total elements. The total is 209. So in here, you should get this.
No. It was with grids and all these annotation stuff. And you have 12 grids, and there's 209, so it's less than 200.
Oh.
Because you selected everything. You just could go to the visibility graphics setup as yesterday Anna did, and then filter out all these
annotation categories. You go to
annotation categories. The second tab in the upper part of the higher, a little bit higher. Yes, it's lower.
Sorry. You mean this one?
Just one line above. Annotation categories. It's a tab. It's a tab. You see the tab?
Oh,
Yeah, switch it off. Click it, and switch it off. Show annotation. It's a check mark just in the line below. No. To the up
this one?
and to
Yes.
the left. Yeah, here. Just switch it off, and it won't be shown and it won't be selected when you know.
Okay.
Do the crossing
Thank
window
you.
selection. Yes, welcome.
Okay. So
Right
in
now-
here,
Yes,
it's only
190.
190. So no,
No.
no, 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 no. So should be in the second floor. Didn't pass. No.
Now you're still on
So-
level 1. You didn't switch the view. It was not bold type. Click twice. Yes.
199.
99. So
So
it's
in
still,
here. So
and the rooms are also not present, so it's
No.
no. Gee.
Yeah, yeah. It
They
was
will,
so close.
no way.
they will be upset.
Today when I was doing this, I was thinking that how long did every expert did this? For me, I have two students to do the assessment, and I spend whole day doing this.
Okay, so I mean,
Yeah,
we will have.
one for
Mm,
4 hours.
mm.
What about you guys?
So I mean, Anna, how much time you spend to assess your student for yesterday task? You are mute.
Half an hour per student, for one student.
Okay.
Jacek, how much does it took for you?
It was much more because I have to check everything, the number of walls, the number of different types. You know, it's crazy because you have those numbers in your mind and we don't. So I just played the video from yesterday, tried to see
Me
what was the
too.
discussion about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was more than 2
Yeah.
hours to go
Okay.
through.
Bruno, how about you from Brazil? Did you had a chance to assess?
Yeah, not yet. I
Okay.
just access the day one. My
Okay.
students haven't finished the model. We
Okay.
were working on it until 11 p.m. yesterday.
Okay, no
So
problem. Okay.
I'm going to do
Someone from Malaysia, did you had a chance to assess second module? How long it took for you?
Yes, it took me around plus minus around 2 hours for each student.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so dear experts, so I mean, we have special for Friday some kind of reflection session, and what's we honestly speaking, okay, experimenting right now in Russia, and maybe we could be able already shows to you soon. We trying to do an automated assessment. So I mean,
Really?
it's again, yeah. So that's why you see. Even right now, we try to have a real measurement assessment aspects. So what it could be convertible into some scripts, into some, let's say, automation procedure. So what's the way we are thinking? So that's why here we do not have any judgment scores. And you see, we also try, okay, it's not perfect as we right now all see, but that is in the way how we try to develop. And the goal is it's exactly what you're talking, is to speed up the assessment process and to do it really, let's say the one program will exactly have the same approach to any project the program is getting. So unfortunately, it's again that will require a lot of development cost. So in preparation phase, but I hope for the World Championship we will be able. Okay, we should really talk to Malachai Matthew, but the ideal scenario would be what it will be really some kind of automated process. So we as an expert could especially design our own test project to assess how good the procedure is working. So what we can really check before we assess our students if it works correctly, and after just do it for every student. So I mean, that will be most, for my mind, honestly speaking, most efficient way. And we experimented it with Russian, let's say, with Russian wall skills, with our competition, and we also will try to implement it into international competition. So I mean,
Yeah, that was one point that I was going to ask you, if there was some way to automate that evaluation, like
yeah.
using Dynamo or something like
Yeah,
that.
Bruno. Yeah. So I mean, so okay. Honestly speaking, again, concerning our goals, what we are doing now, it's a type of okay, training exercise. Wall skills also think international. We're starting to think about that, but I don't know how far we will be for Shanghai. So if not, we will need to have to use this procedure, and at least if we before again we all have this training mode. If we will go through that procedure, we could better understand. Okay, in case we should really manually assess. But Bruno, exactly the idea we have, exactly the idea we do in Russia. And by the way, when I record this greeting from Ireland, this technical delegate from Ireland asked me to share our right now projects, what we are doing in Russia for automated assessment. So I guess that request is going worldwide, and so that's why I guess we working with Albert with BIM Academy. We're really very advanced in that. Okay, in Dynamo, in with some kind of also we're very linked very close to industry. So that's why I hope from that cooperation we can develop well, and even other students also had some very fast feedback, very fast, let's say, quick and duty solutions for some aspect to check even from our market scheme. So, but again, it's experiment, so we are not ready to bring it to the world, but at least we have, let's say, we are doing in that direction, and we hope we will be able to deliver it. So,
Nice.
yeah, great.
Nice.
So Jacek, I guess you want to share something to us, and I guess this time it will be we will do much faster, just because we right now have a good experience at assessing.
Well, hopefully.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
Spend
Leon?
too much time.
Okay. Let's hope that it will work this time. Okay. So you see my. Perhaps I'll move the Zoom window. You see my screen with Revit?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's the third one file I downloaded. It looks like it's 2019, so it works with my Revit. I didn't upgrade it to 21, so should work. I detach it, preserve work sets.
Okay. Basically that is our file, but we are really appreciate if you could access our file as well.
Well, we all will assess.
Yeah.
hopefully. But
Nice.
it's what Anna provided to me via BIM 360, but for some reason I don't see it directly from Revit. Perhaps I don't know. Perhaps I need to update some, I don't know, Revit updates or whatever. It sometimes happens that BIM 360 doesn't work from the Revit and it works from the web browser. As you may see, I see the files and I can load it and see it. So it's perfectly nothing wrong with the BIM 360, probably a connection from Revit to BIM 360. Okay, let me see whether Revit managed to finish. No, it's 69%, so it's still working. We know that it was a central file, so this is the first part we were to check was the in converted, and it's yes, without even opening the rest of the thing. We know it's yes. Okay, so the second thing we are to check, it's really we should wait for a while for this conversion. I understand that this task should be, well, we can, I checked this, there are some these DWG files I ignore because they are not required for this assessment. So the first thing we go to the collaborate and see the work sets. The work sets are building level and access, key element of the build, perhaps I will make it, building frame and so on. So looks like they added some 2 other sets, and it's according to the table 8 as far as I remember, which is here, building levels, key elements, and so on. So this is the structure of the work set. It's perfect to me. So I close it, and right now we should examine whether, for instance, some components are really within the proper set. So for instance, there's a window and the work set, it's 07 windows. It's a wall and it's a finished face. So it's sort of architectural work, and it's architectural element on facades, partition and floors. So it's perfect. Perhaps some other, just, we're not able to check everything. It's a window and it's 07 windows. Oh, let me see, it's furniture, which should be on another work set. Of course, could happen that some components are not on the proper work sets, and really, I don't know, any way to filter things by, there is a chance to go to the collaborate and in the work set, change the visibility. But perhaps it's no time to do it with every type of work set here. Just we might try to okay this and see the furniture work set. So probably, well, the side element shouldn't be here, to be frank, and we see some trees.
But you checked also topology, so so what was
was it checked?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Yeah.
what's
So
it
I
looks
didn't.
so good?
Yeah,
But,
I didn't notice this. I'm sorry. Oh
but
yes,
it looks,
topography. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So right now it should, yes, and this is, well, what we see. But it's not the proof that every component from the furniture category is in the furniture work set. But we may, of course, count them right now, and if the organizer would provide us the number of these components, yes, we could have an easily way to check whether every piece of furniture, assuming it's in the model, it's correctly assigned to work sets. But anyway, we don't have time probably to go that detailed discussion, but I would say yes, assuming that I checked some walls, doors, windows, furniture, and so on. But frankly speaking, it should take some time to check. category by category and perhaps spot some windows among walls or whatever, okay? Because this could happen, it's not the proof here. Materials are assigned to objects of doors. Well, we then go to the work sets, switch the visibility of all the, is there anything else? No. Okay, so let me pick the first thing. I change to realistic. It's a loadable family, and right now we may check the materials. So wood, ash, and paint cyanides for the door. Of course, we could isolate as oh, this is something wrong here. We see the window type component. It was supposed to be window type. Okay, let us check another type of doors. And it's the same. So it's almost the same type of material. So for the purpose of this scoring, well, I think that it's yes. Do you agree? Okay, then let us check some windows. Also, let it make it with this isolate category. So the free segment type, wall closure, construction, it's probably the same. The families they did by themselves from scratch, they didn't put the material category. My student also did this. They just forgot about this, as it seems, because there is no material category. So this element should go to the family editor. We may check the parameters here, but there is nothing like this. So they should probably add some type of parameters like material here and so on. So because this type of window, I believe it's the problem that it was created from the scratch, and this causes this lack. So perhaps we should be more careful to prepare our students to you know. So anyway, do you agree that this is no? Of course, I checked one of the windows only, but they are the same style. I mean, it's their own creation. Materials assigned to the layers of wall types used. So it's probably the easiest thing to do is probably to go to a floor plan view and perhaps not click on these things, but try to pick the walls they prepared. And I don't see any particular wall that is the family, so there are standard families here. And walls, I'm sorry. So I really don't see I managed to switch off the properties. So it's basic brick. So it's probably a wall that was only modified by the competitor. And materials, brick common, and structural materials. So it's correct here in that case. So it's the modified standard family as it looks to me. It's architectural, but we're checking the wall type in general. So architectural also should be not this one. Steel masonry, structure, concrete mass. So it is a material, whatever. However, this is okay. Partition walls. Is some gypsum, metal stud, gypsum, waterproof. The materials here, nothing wrong. So let us go on the perhaps basement. That could be different type of walls, but it's the same. It's basic wall exterior waterproofing. Let us see this type. Structure, waterproofing, so it's only sort of isolation, but it's a material. So frankly, after checking this couple, I think it's yes here, and which means that this at least 5 could be found. Structural floors. Do we have any cross sections here? There are some cross sections. Let's see a cross section. So it's interior concrete 180, and the structure, it's concrete, looks nice. Nothing wrong with this. It's again the same. It's basic roof, so it looks, this is another type of exterior concrete. Let us check this. Structure, and that's it. So, by the way, were the thicknesses correct? Because I don't remember those numbers from, it was not explicitly put, so the student should measure them. But looks to me that 380 and 300 was okay. But Anna, could you please comment?
I think you're right. I'm agree with you. Totally.
Yeah, okay. So it's yes. And materials to the layers of roof, we managed to touch the roof here, just in search of. So let us see this type and see the structure. So it's concrete. So formally the material is okay. Whether it's okay for the whole roof, because the slope it's modeled by another family, another instance. Well, we'll see. But for the time being, well, there is one layer of the roof. But this is the question, because the roof should be a layered one, yes? And here we do not have proper layers of the roof. So how do we assess this? because it's not isolation, some sort of, and this variable thickness should be probably marked here as a property. So what's your opinion?
I think they should put no, because
This is,
it
yeah.
have layers.
Yeah, it was, well, formally it's one layer, and we will accept that this is a proper family, because there is another one here that is also a roof type, and this is, let us check this. Yes, this is another one, but there is no isolation, no. So the roof is somehow, you know, a twisted thing. So here we put no, as I believe. Stairs. Do we see any stairs? Probably yes. Smooth structural monolithic concrete cast. So I think it's okay. Another stairs, do we see any, perhaps on the 3D view, the external, or this is somehow. Looks to me that, oh, it's not a run. Well, we don't have thread material, riser material. It's just a concrete cast in situ. So what do we do? Is it, well, if we agree that these stairs could be concrete, just simply concrete, no tiling, no wooden, whatever. So this is a material. I would accept this.
I accept this. We can
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, there was nothing about any, you know, finish on this.
Sometimes in our country they have porches without finishes, only concrete.
Yes, this is what I say. It's, you know, that happens very often, that the outside stairs are simply a concrete thing without nothing. Well, it's of course it depends. Frankly speaking, I'm not sure whether it looks like. It looks like some sort of different colors here, perhaps. But well, it would depend whether we require this extra material because it's partly done. So yes or no. To me, it could be yes. Anna says yes. If anybody has any comments, please.
Yes,
Yes.
I
Okay.
agree.
Yeah. So let me go back to Revit and trying to find railings. And this is rail structure. Yeah, there is no material for the railing. So probably we should also, perhaps on this section view, do we see the internal stairs with the railings? Yes, here we can try. To pick the railing. No, it's perhaps I'll do the trick. I'll select this and isolate the category to. Oh, so there is no railings in these stairs as it looks to me. So it's modeled as a stringer gypsum wall board, so it's formally not railing. What do you think?
But I have a question. Do we
Yeah.
have another way to do railing like this, not by using wall like in this project?
It's
How,
probably yeah, a good question. Perhaps we could think of modeling in place and look for a category like railings here and do, you know, something that's semantically correct as railing and it's not a wall. And this is probably the way we should follow in that case. You agree? Or because if it's a wall, it's semantically not railing, so it's functionally, you know, in all these schedules, whatever, it will be messed up with walls because we have railings as walls. So, and probably it's a component you buy from a distributor as a railing of this type and some sort of attachments and so on. So it's you know, it's whatever we agree, it's correct. But to me, it looks like this should be done with this way if there is no family for something. I mean, already pre-designed family for this kind of railing. But I'm happy to hear your opinions.
I think that we have very difficult situation here because now I thought about real life. As an architect, I don't see here any opportunity to do this railing correctly. It's not a glass, okay? I think it could be only wall, thin wall in real life. Or it's
It's really modeled as some sort of thin wall, definitely, and this drawing perhaps make it acceptable to see it as a sort of wall. So perhaps if we agree with this, and what Anna says, so it's probably not the well. The railings, this metal were not assigned material. So whatever we say about these internal railings, whether we accept a wall or whatever, it looks to me that here we put N because the outer railings, I think these ones, when you go to the material, this is not said here. You agree?
agree.
Yeah, so
Agree.
the discussion was very fruitful. I mean, it's a good thing we did this discussion about this wall as railing, but anyway, for this particular file model, we put N. Load bearing part of outer walls is modeled separately. So let us go to the floor plan view. And this is the, yes, it looks like it's a separate component. It's basic wall brick and it's a proper thickness. So here it's the same. We see a separate brick wall, so it should be the same here. Let us look at the upper part here. Oh, it's perfect. But because external walls are those that goes along the perimeter, and this is okay. I think that they repeated all these components along the whole model. Yes, looks. Yeah. So to me, it's yes. Facade finishing has its own color. Well, this is something we just check visually with this realistic color. Sorry, there is no color from beneath. Okay, do we accept this? For different colors, for segments.
I accept.
Yes.
Okay, so let us go to the check mark here and we'll put yes here. Walls. All walls are classified according to the building floors. So it's probably, perhaps I'll use elevation view to see the no, is that a good idea? Okay, I'll filter out walls, whatever belongs to this category. And we still see some AutoCAD, probably. Oh, these are not. Still see this. So it's L1 up to L2. Looks that these walls are modeled correctly. Perhaps it could be right now. I've thought of making this 3D as a wireframe view. Oh, it's pretty slow. It's too many components to do it right now. Okay, it's not a good idea, at least in the shared session. It still works. I was trying to see all the walls you see on all the levels and check them easily. I mean, at least in general view. But this is not a basement up to level 1. This is something different here. This walls goes from level 1 up to rooftop, so it's probably not according to the rules. Should be split into. It's okay. It's okay. Well, so if we find any, yes, but rooftop, it's, let us see which is level, it's rooftop. So from level 2, from level 1 to rooftop, it's not a correct thing, as I believe. Do we agree?
I agree. It's incorrect.
So
Me too.
because we find a case against the student, he's got not by percent, but walls. Insulated layers protect the walls load-bearing part from all sides, except when there's a sort of internal wall. So we saw some sort of so this is the external load-bearing wall, and here it's only the paint. Okay, so as far as I see, there is no insulation. Is it correct? Do you agree that this wall should have some sort of insulation layers and it's only a simple concrete mass? So in that case, I would put here, and if you agree with me, floor covers and structural floors. Load-bearing part of structural floors is modeled separately. So we go to this cross-section view. So this is load-bearing, and it's a separate component. Yes, it's interior concrete. And it's tile. So it looks to me that this is a carpet. It's interior plaster, 20 centimeters. And I don't quite remember whether it's the structure of this wall, but definitely this part is just a wall that it's a separate object. It's another family. It has only the structural material, and to me, we should put here, yes.
I agree.
I didn't check the rest of them, and to be frank, if we find one example that it was not done, but I believe that the student just repeated this procedure in other segments. Floor covers, at least 2 types of floor covers are used. So we saw carpet and tile. So I think we may put yes here, because I just managed to find this on this cross-section view. Roof, slope forward layer, it's not. We saw the roof, it's just some sort of inclined roof plate, but not with variable thickness, so it's no. Doors have reveals, we'll see. It looks like it's probably done as, yeah, because there is another layer, it's another wall, so it's a properly avoid it extruding from the external surface and cuts with some sort. So this door looks to me correctly, this one too. So we go to the scoring card and say yes. Door sizes have yourselves. This is this type mark parameter assigned. Let us check this. It's somewhere here. No, it's a standard one.
But you're checking a window now.
Window?
It was a window.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was only too quick. Oh, it's D1, so probably, I'm sorry for the guy or whoever is it. But 41, no, it's 41, it's a standard, looks to me. There is some sort of parameter, but it's not the proper one. Usually we have this incrementing type of tag for doors. So yes, it looks standard. You agree?
Agree.
No letters, no additional codes, whatever, level numbering, whatever. So it's no. Window, all first floor windows were as families with the window category. Okay, so let us see. Hopefully this is a window. We can isolate the category, see all of them. And these are 20 windows for 12. Yes, looks like, well, the point is, I don't, but it's time consuming. I was just wondering what's the case with this balcony windows, whether there are windows or doors. And it should be, where is the placement of this? Oh, it's on the second level. Sorry, it's on the second level, second floor. So they modeled as doors, not windows. But the first floor, the spreadsheet says about the first floor. So the first floor, it's correct. It's yes. Second floor, it's no, because this is the case with the balcony window and door that was modeled here as a door. So you see this door window single, but this should have, as it was discussed probably twice, the category of, so I put no here. Windows, of all windows, number of casement corresponds to the tasks. So if this family is not a good one, I mean with this balcony door, so the number will be not correct. Is it correct, Anna? So here, no.
I think so. Here we should put no.
Because if there is no a proper category for this balcony window door, as window as it was requested, so the number wouldn't be in agreement. Windows have reveals, so it looks like we see the same construction here. There is small collision, but it doesn't matter. There is a reveal, so probably we don't have any reason to say yes, it's again. So perhaps on the, but I believe the first floor will be no different. Yes, we see the reveal, so yes, very good. Along the perimeter of the building of the windows, a cast in place reinforcing belt is modeled. So will we see it on the 3D? No, it's a wall. We don't see any belt. Let us see the cross section. So we have window, and this is just a wall, so no. Lintels, probably, oh, it's the wall next to the door. So these structural elements were not present. Beams are designed in place. Those beams, Anna, you mentioned it's something that we may see. No, there is nothing like that because it was a cedar wall here, as I believe on the where do we have it? It was supposed, you mentioned this as this element, yes? So this sort of, so section 2, we're in section 2 and we don't see, if I am correct, we don't see this element here. Should be somehow, so we go to the Excel sheet and say no. Facade lamellas, do we have them? It's not the site. Yes, there is something, but it's not really, yes. It was just rendering.
Mm-hmm.
It's curtain wall grids, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Looks, it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Topography, a simple terrain modeled around the building. We saw it. Yes.
Yes.
Furniture is designed. Is the design one probably? It should be a furniture. So is the design one? So it means is in agreement with the plan. Oh, it's ceiling. I'm sorry. casework. Because we see the underlying DWG, so looks to me it's pretty well done. Do we have sofa bed? Yes. Do we have the cupboards, whatever, drawers, toilet? Looks nice.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
In his layout, there is a refrigerator on the layout, but in the original PDF, there is no refrigerator in the kitchen.
I'm not sure I understood it because the connection was somehow poor. In the kitchen, what do we have in the kitchen?
Leon meant refrigerator was not in the original plan, correctly?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
If you want, I can show you mine.
I think Jacek also can switch to the original plan and check. It's no problem.
first we can go. Is this BIM Academy drawings? Probably the first page. No, the first is basement. Oh yes, there is something extra here in the plan. This is the dishwasher. Pretty good make. And we had a stove here, a sink. So we have two things and they will have another one. So what do we do if something extra appears? Shall we consider this as acceptable creative power, or just that they were to follow strictly the rules? And
You see, Jacek, from one side, it's under the table, so it's some kind inherited into the table. So if
okay.
everything, nothing else, I would consider it's okay.
Well, you know, it's all the time we have students, if they're architecture students, they try to think, okay, there's lacking a dishwasher here, so I'll put it and I will score, but it's not the thing, the way we think of it.
Sorry. I think my student taken the library from the sample file project 2019. That's why there are dishwasher at the tabletop of the kitchen area.
Yeah, but it's the discussion, someone, what we do with this. Whether we accept this extra thing or say, okay, no, it's, you know, because when you read the scoring card, furniture layout is designed the first floor, on the first floor. So
Yeah, the word should be on.
Pardon me?
Not one. Not one is on.
Yeah, yes. I'm trying to correct this. On the first floor. So it depends how we understand this furniture layout, because there is a layout. It's almost, well, it follows the pattern you provided, but it's something extra, and you know, I would put yes, but if you don't agree with me, just I understand that Alexei also accept this as okay. Yes, because it's really the original setup we had was followed. There is twin bed, there is a dresser, chair, and desk. The restroom, let us check the original setup. So it was a shower cabin, whatever, a tube, toilet. So looks it's okay. And here it should be a desk and some sort of cabinet. Perhaps it's somehow aside from the wall, because this one it's, you know, just next to the wall. Here we see small distance, but I'm, you know, not sure whether we should care about this. And there is a desk, a bed, some sort of cupboard, also with some distance from wall, but well, again, looks to me it's it followed the original patterns the students was provided with, so no thing that would I would say it's not so. It's yes to me, but just say if you agree.
Agree.
Stairs are modeled at the beginning and they correspond to the levels. So the stairs, perhaps we could use probably the section preview. It was probably looks that they're aligned. Of course, we could see them perhaps more clearly if we put a camera to a room somewhere here, but I'm not sure we have a lot of time to play games with students like this. Yes, but it's aligned. It's fine to me. Perhaps small, but it could be a Revit glitch from the rendering of the graphics. Okay, so perhaps on the floor plan 2, we could see how this ends here. So I also add a camera here to see, you know, it doesn't see anything. Still not enough, or something is, oh, it's well, it's a wrong placement. It's a different setup for, oh, because it's, yes, it's, it was put in the room, so. Yes, this is the staircase, this is the slab, so it's perfectly aligned. No problem with this. And I'll put here, yes, stairs of the number and position of threads. So number and position of threads. The number is 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's, this one probably lacks some railings. Or no, it's another graphical glitch. On the second floor, we also have 4 of them. They've got 20 risers, so we know it's wrong because it should be 21, but it's not the problem here. So here the number and position is okay. railings corresponding to the tasks. Well, but what about these risers? It was probably 21. Yesterday we punished for this. And here we have the case that is also a different number, not 21, but 20.
Yeah, yesterday I saw this situation. It should be punished.
I think yesterday we say it's not, but do we? Well, it depends what we understand under this number. Is it the number of staircases of the number of risers or steps, whatever we will call it? I mean, the you know, in a staircase.
Because for me the staircase is basically is connect with the upper floor. So let's say if they are using the 21 for the riser, imagine that there are some staircase pop up from the another floor. That is from my opinion on
No, you can play with the width or depth of the risers to make them and the height of them to make them shorter or higher, and then you can, you know, you can force the staircase to have the required number of risers.
Yes, basically.
So it's the point is whether we understand here this task, this aspect, as Alexei says, whether this is number of the staircases or the stairs in the building. It should be 8, and those outside, like 4 and 4, so another 8. So altogether should be 16 stairs by being as objects, or whether we see the number as the number of risers in a particular stairs, and then it's following the drawing and the PDF file that was provided as a source of information. It should be 21 risers, and here you have 20. So this is the question here: how do we interpret this number here?
Yeah, and as we can see through the drawing, there are 20 riser of the riser, as you can see in the drawings. The drawing provided. I say I already calculate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You see,
8,
this
9,
is one riser here lacking, and you've got up to the. Oh no, it's not this one. Let me. Oh no, it's correct. Sorry, I have a look on the different floors in the. So okay, it's yes after this discussion, if it's the correct interpretation. Stairs and railings corresponding to the tasks. So let us see it was section, probably section. But by the way, we have discussed this with the railing material. So this is. So this is.
I think in this point, it doesn't matter what material is it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to, you know, to isolate and have difficulty to see.
Oh.
Well, it looks like we have what we supposed to have here, which is this railing of the wall type as we discussed it. So it's yes to me. Oh, but we didn't check the another one, which was perhaps on the 3D view. Stairs and railings here are not, and here we have railings, And the stairs, I'm sorry, I did. Okay, so looks like it's yes, rooms. Do we see any rooms here? Living room, but it's only the rooms 20. So the category is present. We may try to filter them out to see. Yes, you see the crossings. Yes, there are. Okay, so looks to be that the first time we see rooms, if I'm correct. Room numbering correspond to the task. So what was the task? It should be on the second floor, should be just this sort of numbering on the first floor, 2, 5. So this is just some sort of tagging. Do we have any other requirements for the room description? Because here we have the full more elaborate taggings than the original drawing has, but again, I think that we could accept this. Alexei?
It looks what's really accordingly what you just now shows to us. Maybe
So
Anna can really is more familiar and can see, but I don't see. I didn't see any inconsistency.
well, they just added the description living room, which is more informative, not only sheer numbers as the original, but the numbers are also present. So this numerical tagging or whatever type parameter is it's present. So probably
yeah, that's here. Yeah.
Well, I think that I would be very upset if somebody would say no to my work if I did something extra to be more informative. But if we are strict, well, the convention was as this rooms. The room name and it corresponding townhouse block are specified for each room. So what's the townhouse block? So perhaps somebody could help to explain me what do you mean, because I'm not quite sure, because here we have this. Okay, this is the room here we see, and room tag. Leader line, there is no leader line, but there is no leader line on the original. And for the work set is correct also. We just believe it was correct work set, and right now we can go back and check. So it's also room, so it looks very nice. And
I think it's because of the tag family is different. So that's why you can see the room's names only.
But these are the Revit objects, not from the CAD file, because I see it's a parameter here, and also this one. So this. So do we agree that we can accept this? The room name and its corresponding townhouse block are specified for each room.
Yes.
Anna, you do agree? Yeah.
I agree. I think we should
Yeah.
accept.
Porches, we saw for porches, and it's just a simple check that they're present. So we see them on the 3D look for all the segments. On the other side also we have for all the,
Yes, we did it.
yeah. So that's perfect. Yes, balconies on the second floor. We see balconies, no problem. So railings correspond to the task. We have railings, metal ones with this is probably somewhere here. Yes, it looks very exactly the same. Even the posts are spaced with these hubs. And they're lacking some bars here. We could see there is no bars in this original, and they have some sort of panels that are up from the floor level, and there is no panel here. Do we accept this? It's not exactly the type it's shown in the original renderings. It's somehow different in the lower part here. It looks like there is a glass panel and there is no glass panel here, and in the original railings there is either no glass panels or they go down to the floor level or balcony level. Okay, I don't know. With partial scores, I would say, okay, it's like 8 or 9 out of 10, but here we have yes, no.
I think no.
No.
It's important for safety. That's why.
It's the point of safety. Okay. Perimeter walkaway is modeled. We saw it a little bit different. And this is the question because there are some parking lots and some pavement, but it's not exactly the type of arrangement we had here. So this is more green stuff, no cars allowed. The students thought the cars are very important to people and put parking lots, small parking lots, and it's a different solution. And there's also a road here, whatever. So another example of creativity and value added competitiveness, which means, okay, they didn't think about the parking lot, so we'll do it. And so how do we score it? Well, for sure the terrain, I mean there is something like perimeter walkaway. and this is model, but it's not according to the schematic.
But in this point, we didn't write these words according to the task.
It was really said something that it's up to you. The terrain could be some extra trees like they put. It was really allowed to do some, you know, sort of. So is it a yes, Anna?
I think yes, it's perfectly done.
Yeah, it's but it's not following the underground floor. Outer walls, partitioning wall and stairs are modeled, rooms and doors and so on. So let us check the basement. The basement. There definitely there are stairs, there are rooms. Yeah, we can see rooms here as these crossing marks. Yeah, it's done. Walls are exterior. These are not bound to the exterior walls, any sort of this is grass here, and it's waterproofing layer. So the stairs, doors, they're tucked. Outer walls, yes. Partitions and stairs are yes. Rooms and doors, yes. This is a yes. Underground, the number of underground floor element, blah, blah. Let us see it. Perhaps I try to manually filter out, it's not a complex things. To dimensions, tags, grids, room tags, topography, views, and walls. If this is correct, we have 137, which is yes to the 80. Outer walls, partition, stairs, modular rooms, windows on level 1. So probably we'll have yes here, because we have seen so many times the level 1. Okay, room separation, color legends, dimensions, tags, plumbing, railings, ramps, shaft openings, specialty, stair paths, views, windows tags, room tags, door tags, looks total 517. And we see we have doors, floors, furniture, plumbing, railings, rooms, shaft openings, so on. So let us check. Outer walls, partition and stairs are modeled. Rooms, windows, and doors are added according to the task. Well, the only problem is with this family, with the balcony door, which was supposed, but it's not level 1, sorry. So here it's yes. To me, looks to me. Excludes, yes. So here are yes. On the second floor, we'll have the problem with the not proper family for this balcony window and door. So let us see how it scores. 614. Room separation, legend, curtain dimensions, door tax, grids, plumbing fixtures, railings, room tax, stairs, support views, window tax. 510. So the only problem we see it's here with this door window family. The rest was almost perfect. So what do we do in the scorecard?
I have a proposal. What's right now we already checked the family belongingness, and here the family belongingness is not in explicitly in that aspect.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah, so
already
this is
mentioned it. So
the
that's why we
object is correct. I mean, in terms
Yeah.
of the place and the function, but category it's not correct. But we punished for this previously. All right.
already. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, don't punish twice for the same sin. So it's yes, as I understand. 200. It is excluding. It was 515 as far as 510.
Mhm.
So we go here and it's a quick thing. Yes. And yes, and that's it. A very well done task. I think it's
Yeah.
the best we've seen.
Yeah.
And
So Safwan,
congratulations, Safwan, for
yeah,
your
formally,
student.
yeah.
Thank you,
Safwan,
thank you.
maybe one question: is it right now you provided to us the improved version of your students' work from a self-training?
Yes, this one is from the self-training, not the
Okay.
first training.
Okay, great. So
Okay.
thank you. So
All
it's
right.
very close. So honestly speaking, well done.
All right, thank you, JK.
The time for the self-training and self-correction was really fruitful for Malaysia.
Yeah. Okay.
They
So
do
I
a
mean,
lot of stuff. Yes,
yeah.
congrats.
Yeah, but I mean, that is really example for all of us. So as Bruna mentioned from Brazil, what they are a little bit behind us, but it's very good example how the students are improved. So as I understood, Anna also has the exercise and was ready to present her students whom we yesterday already assess and try to compare their work from yesterday and from today. But I guess we even did today very good exercise, assessing one the Leon task and the other from Southland task project. So I mean, it's very good exercise. It's again prove that joining assessment, we can better learn how to assess and even can share maybe some best practices to assessing it. So I mean, finding like today, I guess with oh, I forgot this word in English, but anyway, what for example Jacek shows to us, or like when Leon shows to us, we also help to find some elements or find the best methods to find it. So I mean, that is again, we both we have a double, let's say, learning task, learning experience, and it's great. So if we're talking about tomorrow we will have, our students will do the last modules, last day, training day, which consists of 3 modules. So it's BIM coordination, drawings, and corrective modeling. For the corrective modeling, I have uploaded additional very small task. Please give it really to them when they start this day, just because they should really, like it happens in our normal life, they model it, and then the contract where somebody who is owner of a contract came to us and told, yeah, please make some changes. We have to do really fast changes, just because you see there is also time limitation, and see what they did. So that's why it will again I hope very interesting to see results tomorrow for assessment. So that's why I really think we should really see very interesting assessment task for tomorrow. Additional my marks is about your assessment Excel sheet. Please upload to your folder. As we just checked with someone, there is still some miscorrelation between the list which I got and the number of participants. So I mean, please check with your WorldSkills what's they provided updated information to WorldSkills Russia, because otherwise I could not assign your experts to this folder, like example with Malaysia. So that's why it's very important what you updated. We have a training camp mode, so it's not a problem to add somebody additionally who was not originally in the list, but if you will not update it, I will not be able to add you as experts, and we will be not able to provide this skill camp to your students on the end of a competition. If we really did everything well, you provided the assessment mark to us, and we really put it into system. So what is,
Right.
please check with your WorldSkills team and check with WorldSkills Russia what's they updated it.
All right,
So
all right, we'll do it. Thank
yeah,
you.
so okay. So far I don't have any question more, but please, if you have question, please ask us,
I got one question.
please.
Today I try to give my students assessment, and also the only problems I was thinking, I think is depends on the country's buildings. In my countries, most of the opening we don't have any reveals.
Mm-hmm.
Like the doors or windows, we don't have any reveals. So I was wondering how many countries you have the reveals in your buildings. In Taiwan, we don't have that.
Okay, the question from Leon was which country has a reveals. So maybe the
Yeah.
most easiest way how we can really do it, we have in Zoom with marks, with emotions, let's say, and please do the phone. If your country has a reveal, please might with the sign which I did right now. So please, if your country has reveals, please do this signed. Anna, you could also do this sign.
We have that sometimes. What should I put? Have or not?
No, I mean, if you have, please do this sign what your country has the reveals. It is in Zoom reaction. So I mean, Poland has, Russia has.
I'm not sure they obligatory thing, but at least traditional building, masters will use it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess yesterday we discussed that's more or less more European type of modeling. So I mean, so that's why again to us, as I mentioned in the beginning, it's very always a challenge to design a task which is which could do students across the world. So that's why, for example, the Albert, or he was yesterday under the name of Alec, he has to remodel the building from a scratch to avoid any, for example, Russian templates, Revit templates, Russian letters, etc. So that's unfortunate, but you see, that's what we saw yesterday. It's a very good exercise for students, what they should also pay attention to the task, pay attention to drawings. So sometimes, okay, that's really helps just because you see, as we yesterday discussed, Anna shows what, if we're talking about families birthday first, they should really be changeable, parametric. So that's why for that learning exercise, that could works well. That's you're afraid. And I think someone also mentioned in your comments what in Malaysia, sorry, you don't do any additional isolation. So for again, for me it's understandable. So and you, if I correctly remember, your students did 2 walls, so more structural and external. And it looks like if really just looking for to drawings was it was in isolation. so so I think that's really something which again that's the second part about designing the market scheme, which is could be really relevant to any of the countries. Yeah, I mean that is for one side. We have BIM as a process which unified us, but we have country standards, country requirements, and even country design practice, which unfortunately not in the same. So, okay, is anybody has other question, please?
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, go ahead, Ricardo.
I was trying to point something at the assessment. I would like to take the examples from Lyon and from Malaysia. And I'd like to point that as we have some cultural differences, we have, in my opinion, we are working to make a document from Brazil. We have been discussing the assessment criteria and how we should do it. I think we should be more careful about the descriptions of the aspects and the extra aspects at the assessment, as we should make that at the documents shared with the competitors to develop the tasks. We would like to share with you before the end of the meeting, not today, at Saturday, a document that we are developing with some suggestions to improve our the being discipline.
Okay.
Thank you.
So okay, dear experts, we have extra special day of Friday. So it's really dedicated to us, and that's Ricardo proposal which you right now did. It's exactly fit 100% to our discussion. So I mean, honestly speaking, we right now we first time joined during this skill camp, and we have first time have opportunities. For example, have right now all of us has a very good example which we can reverse and could really think and reflect and really propose something to improve. So because so far, as I mentioned to you, we were no let's say even in Kazan we had a little bit different shape of a competition. We also have all experts there, but only right now we come into the shape which will be in Shanghai. So that's why with our joint experts works will help a lot to with Matthew Malahai to help. So I will invite him to join our session, Friday session as well, if he could. And I think that could be really benefit to all of us. Okay, is there any suggestions or question or right now we're talking about even suggestion, not questions. It's great.
Yes,
Yeah, Leon.
I have one question to Safwan. Would you please share your students' models to other countries people?
Yeah, pardon? Mark.
Would you like to share your students' model we just assessed today
Oh,
to us?
okay, sure. Because all the model we are already passed to Anna, so maybe
Okay.
you could liaise
Okay.
with Anna so that she could pass our model to you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just need your permission.
Okay,
Thank
yeah,
you.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Leon. In that case, Anna can manage with sharing, and thank you, Safan, what you really allowed to have that example, because really, as Jacek mentioned, today that is really the best key project we saw so far, and even your students have this improvement with surrounding with really with parking slots and with his dishwasher. So I like it very much.
All right, thank you.
So, my dear experts, so thank you for your suggestion, and I really feel what our experts community is really starting to build. So just because we're working together, we providing some, we support each other, and we even have ideas how we can improve our even jointly work, because if we're talking about world, so that's why we also think about effectiveness and how it will affect our economy in our countries. So I think it was very productive. It was not easy day to day, so we have even 3 hours. I guess it was the longest session which we have so far, but it was very productive session, and I thank every one of you for your participation. Even someone who just listened to us, or I know, for example, Chris from Singapore shared his thought in chat. So I mean, it's great what you involved. So that's why we have 1 day training day for the students ahead. We have 2 days of working between us as an expert, and I would also encourage each of you really thinking about the days, about training days, about skill camp. Maybe like Ricardo mentioned, prepare proposals or ideas for improvements or how we can do forward. On a Friday, I would like to try to at least invite to Malachai Matthew to our call, what he will be with us, and he really shares that suggestions, because he will be the person who will manage the organization, and he should really hear, I think, our suggestions. Okay, so if nobody would like to share his thoughts or suggestion or idea, in that case, I will close our joint session. Thank you for very productive way. Thank you, Leon. Thank you, Jacek. Thank you, Anna. You was the most active expert during the today calls. Thank you, Safwan, for your students. Yeah, thank you, Ricardo, for your also proposal. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Goodbye. Have a good night.
Bye.